All right, hey you guys, we're diving into Exodus chapters 21 through 25. You may have thought the Ten Commandments were a lot, but buckle up. God's laying down the fine print for Israel's new society, kind of like typing up a contract. So, God isn't just like, here's the Ten Commandments, figure it out. No. He gives detailed instructions on how to handle everything from personal injuries to property disputes. Basically, they got a divine constitution. Now, let's address the elephant in the room. God gives laws about servants and slaves. Before you freak out, this was not the slavery we think of today. It was more like indentured servitude where people worked off their debt, and God made sure they were treated humanely. In fact, if a master mistreated a servant, they had to be set free. And yes, this is where we get the famous eye for an eye, tooth for a tooth rule, but don't get it twisted. This wasn't about revenge. It was limiting punishment so people didn't overdo it. This wasn't a, hey bro, you stole my goat, so I'm going to burn your house down type situation. God's approach was, let's keep it fair, folks. God also reminds Israel, you all are my people. I got you. So he lays out laws about justice, kindness to strangers, and rest days. Even the land gets a Sabbath. Oh, and he straight up promises that I'll send an angel ahead of you. Just listen to him and you'll be unstoppable. So hey, they've got divine security detail on this journey. Imagine walking through the desert, asking Moses, hey, are we lost? And Moses is like, hey, bro, just follow the glowing cloud. All right. So Moses goes up the mountain again. And this time it's official. God confirms his covenant and the people all agree. Then Moses sprinkles some blood on them. It's kind of intense, right? But hey, it's ancient contracts and they were a little wild. So then Moses and some of Israel's leaders see God. They go back up on Mount Sinai and they have a meal in his presence. Like imagine getting invited to a holy dinner party where God himself is with you. No appetizers, just straight up divine glory. But after they had their meal and their discussion with God, the elders went back down the mountain because God wanted to spend some time with Moses and he called him up to go up higher on the mountain for about 40 days and 40 nights. So while Moses is up there for over a month, God gives blueprints for the tabernacle, the portable sanctuary. And it's basically heaven's design plan on earth. God's like, make this ark, covered in gold. And oh yeah, put some angels on top. This is where his presence will rest. This was a serious craftsmanship deal. There was gold, acacia wood, fine linen, and all of it was for worship. No shortcuts, no sloppy work. God's house had to be top tier. So this section was about justice, protection, and worship. God isn't just saving Israel. He's shaping them into a nation that reflects his holiness. And honestly, it's just beginning.